there's 20 different races happening. How to get all my numbers straight. 20 different races and different courses happening across 11 different state parks across the Commonwealth. So we're talking triathlons, mountain biking races, adventure courses. If you've done this before, they're changing things up a little bit with the difficulty and distances, and there's a new race option called Seven Bends Aqua Blaze happening on June 15th at Seven Bends State Park. But because there's state parks all across the state, the ones I'm going to focus on are happening at Pocahontas State Park, which of course is very local to us. So the first event that's actually kicking off this series is happening at Pocahontas State Park on Saturday. To kick off the 8th year, it's the Frozen Foot. That is a 6-hour adventure race that's coming up on this Saturday. Then the Tour de Pocahontas, I hope I'm saying that correctly, that is the next weekend, so March 15th. It's a 32-mile cyclocross. I can't even really wrap my mind around the athleticism and the stamina and all the training that the folks who participate in these have done or are doing. But the good news is, at least it's starting to get warm outside, so hopefully you have weather on your side when you're doing all of these. So these are just some photos of Pocahontas State Park because the first event is kicking off on Saturday for this entire series at Pocahontas State Park. So you can register on the state park website, which is dcr.virginia.gov. Different races are going to cost you different amounts of money. So be mindful when you are signing up that you may have different prices, and that's not like one flat fee or anything like that. So that's the Virginia State Parks Adventure Series starting its 8th year on Saturday, all kicking off at Pocahontas State Park. I also think this is a great way, if you're super dedicated, to see and appreciate all the state parks that we have in the Commonwealth. I myself, I've been to Pocahontas State Park and Shenandoah. I guess that's a national park. But, you know, I grew up here, and so I think it's so important to be appreciative of what's around you and what you can check out. So, yeah, that's the Virginia State Parks Adventure Series starting on Saturday. As always, I do want to bring in our handy-dandy events list. More events, Shamrockin' at Stony Point. So if you are ready to celebrate St. Patrick's Day early, this is for you. Of course, St. Patrick's Day, not for another week and a half or so. But this is the Stony Point St. Patrick's Day celebration happening on Saturday from 11 to 1. They are kicking things off with leprechaun goat yoga. And if you ever heard of it, I think it's exactly what it sounds like. So it's 30 minutes of yoga, then 30 minutes of cuddling and playing with goats, because why not? Sounds incredible. This is happening at the Green at the Latitude Seafood entrance. If you're familiar with Stony Point, that's where you can find that. You're also going to find live music, face painting, balloon art, beautiful balloon backdrop, crafts, and I believe a lot of the restaurants that are there on site are going to be offering shamrock and green-themed food and drink if you want to get into the spirit early. So it looks like they are selling tickets for the goat yoga. So it's not just open to the public. You do have to get tickets online ahead of time for yoga for 10 and up. So if you know that you maybe don't want to do your goat yoga with younger children, that'll cost you $35. From 12 to 12:30 is goat yoga for all ages, and that'll cost you $15. And I believe children under 3 can do it for free with like a paid adult, I believe. But go ahead and purchase your tickets at shopstonypoint.com. They also have the specific restaurants that are going to be offering those green themed food and drink as well, if you want to get interested in that. But hey, goat yoga for St. Patrick's Day, why not, right? Why not? Okay, so the next thing on my list is the River City Half Marathon. These are for all my runners. I salute you. It couldn't be me. I always tell myself I'm going to do it, and maybe one day I will, but I fear I'm a little too late on this one. But hopefully you're not. This is happening Saturday at the University of Richmond. Starts at 8 a.m. The half marathon begins at 8:30. The 5K and the post-race festival begins. So that's at the finish line down on Lakeview Avenue if you're running this. It's at U of R. There's 2 opportunities for you to pick up your bib and your swag. They on the website are emphasizing to please, if you can, pick it up the day before. Just because on race day on Saturday morning, you don't want to be stressed. You want to get in the zone. It's a big day, and you don't want to worry about getting your bib and all your swag figured out while you're trying to figure out how to run this crazy long race, right? So it's 2 to 6 tomorrow at PR Run and Walk on Commons Way in Midlothian. If you can't do that tomorrow, pick it up on Saturday near the start line, starting at 6:30. They're going to be doing that. Also, so you have all of those races, all the fun things, and I do actually want to bring up the course because it's so Richmond. I'm obsessed. So this is, of course, this is just the half marathon, 13.2 miles. You can see it starts at U of R. You're going to cross the river, go down Riverside, drive through Willow Oaks, Forest Hill, back over the river, go up to the city of Richmond. So if you really want a beautiful view of Richmond while this is happening, you're going to get it. And also cool, this is on their website. You can see the elevation as you go further along, which I think is, you got to know what you're getting into, you know? At least I would want to know, but I also don't run. So maybe you're more prepared than me. But that's pretty cool. This is on their website, sportsbackers.org. Highly recommend if you're running and you're just curious. So after all of that good stuff, there's actually a live show happening at 4:15, the Virginia Museum of History and Culture with Allie and Kira, who are some of the very well-known runners here in Richmond. You do need tickets for that. So that's at sportsbackersagain.org, like where this map that I'm showing you. And you can still register for races. At least this morning when I went to go check online, you can still register for them. Half marathon is going to cost you around $115. At least that's the package that I looked at. The 5K closer to $60. So you still have time. And again, if you sign up, if you're already running, the emphasis on try to pick up your bib and your swag the day before. Give you peace of mind. It probably helps them feel a little bit better too. All right, so back to my list. That's the River City Half and 5K. The Canine Veterans Day Memorial Dog Walk is at the Virginia War Memorial, also on Saturday from 9:30 to 11:30. Bring your dog, and you can help them, the War Memorial, recognize dogs in military service, which I think is so sweet. So there's a 0.9K for canines. So that's a dog walk with a bunch of stops to learn about the history of military service dogs. You can also get dog caricatures because why not? Y'all know how obsessed I am with my dog, so I think that'd be cute. You can register online, but it closes tomorrow at 3:30. And I believe the registration process is just putting in your information, like your name, and then signing a waiver. That's at vawarmemorial.org. You can also register the day of at the War Memorial, but it starts at 9:30. It's like a 25-minute window because the walk starts at 10. So they want everyone checked in, ready to go before they start that walk at 10. So again, that is the Canine Veterans Dog Walk at the Virginia War Memorial down in Richmond, Saturday from 9:30 to 11:30. Last thing I want to talk about is the Atlantic 10 Women's Basketball Championship. If you watched 8 News at 9 yesterday, you saw my co-anchor Autumn Childress absolutely nail it at the Henrico Sports and Event Center. Of course, we love all her skills when she gets to show off on the court. It's always a fun thing. So this is happening now through Sunday at the Henrico Sports and Event Center. As far as I know, and I'm trying my best with the sports, I believe VCU is out. U of R is number 1 seed, and they play on Friday, so I know a lot of people are looking forward to that. You can get tickets online at henricocenter.com. We also talked about this morning and yesterday how much of a big economy boost this is just for our area, just the amount of people that come in. This is the second year, I believe, they're at the Henrico Sports and Event Center. If you didn't get to catch Autumn make some buckets yesterday, I highly recommend going to our website. It will put a giant smile on your face because it put a smile on my face as well. So I know that was kind of short, but I'm excited for all the events that are happening this week. And like I said, now that it's getting warmer outside, hopefully you feel better about the forecast and you are going to be able to enjoy nature. And my hope is the longer and more events that we do going into spring and summer, that all my events are going to be outside, because I think that's what a lot of us here in Richmond are craving. But I always say this at the end of my shows: if you have an event that you want us to know about, please let us know. shoot us an email at news@wrac.com. We'd love to hear about it. We are also having folks on our 8 News at 9 show every weekday morning talking about the amazing events that you guys have in your community. If you're interested in coming onto our show, shoot us an email at interview@wrac.com with some information, and we'll get back to you and see if it's a good fit for our show to have you guys come on. But as always, you can also find all of these events on our website. That's wrac.com. Go under the community tab, community calendar. You will find all the links that I was talking about, all the information. It's all there for you in one area. So I thank you for joining us, and we will see you next week.